I think given this Deaf Awareness Week and the subject focus, it would be really interesting to hear your thoughts a bit more about the workplace itself and what your experience is of assistive technology in the workplace. What is your experience of it? How accommodating are workplaces for those that have got hearing loss?
Yeah, like hearing loss is so common and people don't recognise or realise that.
Mm.
I think the stat is around 9 million people who are working age in the UK have hearing loss, but it's not talked
Wow,
about. 9 million people working age. It's huge. It's an absolutely huge number.
it
Um,
really is.
yeah, we just don't talk about it at work, but I'm
Yeah,
constantly having to adapt quickly to new spaces. So by that I mean that because I go to loads of meetings, I'd love just to focus in on the meeting itself, not going into a place thinking, am I going to be sitting in the right place? Am I going to miss something that's important? If I can't hear someone, is the location of that meeting going to be really noisy?
yeah,
What's going to be happening in the background? There are technologies out there. There are things that we can do day to day. There are options that people can sort of choose from that are going to make a
mm,
huge difference to people's lives and
yeah,
to their workplaces. Like I do often, because I say travel around quite a lot, I see assistive technology all the time, which is brilliant.
yeah,
It's often
yeah,
at reception desks, and obviously I spot it probably more than other people do, not just from personal experience, but also because of the work that we do. And
yeah,
it's really great as long as it's obvious and as long as it's switched on and it's working. The amount
yeah,
of times that I know people, and I know this is a bugbear as well, like just generally, the amount of times that we've heard of people talk to us that they've gone up to a reception desk and they have said, oh, I want to connect to whichever system that they have, and the people
yeah,
behind the reception desk go, ah, I don't know how to do that, or it hasn't been charged, the technology, or it's not plugged in, or it's not been reserved, it's not been working. It's a real challenge. It's great that it is sometimes at reception desks, but I would say in the workplace, in meeting rooms, it's still not consistently there. And
yeah, yeah,
often, if it is there, quite honestly, it's not obvious or it's not
yeah,
offered as a norm. I don't
yeah,
actually think I've ever been in an environment where I have walked in to a meeting room and somebody, as a norm, has said, would you like a cup of tea or coffee or water? And if you'd like to connect to our assistive listening, this is how you do it.
yeah,
It's always, would you like to connect to the Wi-Fi, which is great, but I would also
yeah,
like to potentially connect in if you've got technology
yeah,
there.
yeah,
And I think that makes such a difference to people, it
yeah.
really does. Because let's be frank, accessibility works best when you don't have to think about it and you
Oh,
can
yeah,
just use
yeah.
it.
It goes to show that it's so much more than just buying a product and installing it. There's a whole sort of holistic approach, isn't there, that goes with it that can make a huge difference for hearing aid wearers. So even something as little as having a sign displayed and it being displayed at eye level or in the appropriate place. Um, that it's kept, looking clean and, easy to spot. And staff training, people actually knowing why those devices are there. And I think we're very appreciative of the fact that it's not easy. There are so many different things that businesses and organizations have to juggle, um, in terms of health and safety, compliance, the list goes on, doesn't it? But this is just as important, and I think sometimes it can be overlooked as really it is a basic facility that should be there ready to go. And would you say that having to ask for it is really, really difficult sometimes?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's
Yeah,
one of those where not having to advocate for yourself or make adjustments all the time just allows you to contribute properly. It allows you to focus on
yeah,
the work. It allows you to focus on the entertainment that you're going to see, whether that is like, and it really affects your energy levels. Like
yeah,
an accessible day is simply less draining. whereas a
Yeah.
non-accessible day can be so exhausting in ways that so many people don't see and don't understand.
Yeah.
And that's from everything. Like when communication works well, it benefits everyone. So what we're talking about here isn't something that is just for the people who are wearing hearing aids or who have hearing loss or who are deaf. Actually, it supports everyone because everyone can be more part of a conversation, and it can transform the conversations that are happening, for the fact that people can be present and they can be there and it's authentic and they're paying attention rather than trying to ignore everything that's going around them because they can't hear. Because inclusion
Yeah.
isn't just a nice to have, it's like it genuinely does change how much energy you have at the end of the day, um,
Yeah.
and through those meetings. So totally, I think that's so
Yeah.
important.